my viewers, favored here on Psychological Realities. Please subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate. Thank you. Now, we are talking about Untouchable case. Untouchable is a Nigerian content creator who has done a lot, who has saved very many lives, who God has used to set very many people free. We've seen him handle very grave situations, and you've never seen him, or you've never seen the evil powers that he fight counterattacking him, because we've seen him dismantle diabolic forces of witches, works of witches. We've seen him help the poor. We've seen him help other people set businesses and very many other good things. Basically, I can say he's one of the charitable content creators that I know who has a very good heart and down to earth. Now, untouchable sickness began when he went to a certain bush in Nigeria, and it is because there's this lady who came and she said that she was being used in an evil way by another certain man, a native doctor. And so she wanted Nigeria, she wanted Untouchable to help her counter the witch, because she has seen Untouchable do the same and help very many other people. But in this case, it was very hard for Untouchable, because when he went, he did as usual. But it seems like it was not easy for him. And there are some things that he took that counterattacked him. And we saw him fall down. And until now, he's not doing very well. He has not been doing very well. Now, Untouchable was taken to his mother. And now what is amazing me is Nigerian pastors or fake pastors. What is wrong with you? Because now we saw the mother being called upon, and there is this pastor that he accompanied with some people coming to say Untouchable when he was put at the veranda of their house. And then when this pastor came, everyone was hopeful because he was speaking in tongues, and even he said it was a test of faith. Everyone was hopeful. Only for the pastor to pause and say that they need to sow a small seed of 10 million. Who does that? Kwani is this pastor a native doctor again? If Jesus was on the ground, will Jesus come and ask for money before even healing the person? What is happening in our world? Are people very much concerned about money other than save life? I don't think even that pastor is a true man of God. I'm just doubting. And you see, I thank God for those people around, because the mother of Untouchable was like, no, I cannot do that. I will call my pastor to pray and A, B, C, D. Everyone there, when you look at that video, everyone is scared. But Flower Boy was like, I'll wire to you the 10 million. And I understand him, because you see, when this is your friend, this is your brother, because Untouchable and Flower Boy, they've been very close brothers. They've been very close to each other. And I don't think Flower Boy has another person who is very closer to him than Untouchable. And you know, when our friends or our family members are in a critical situation that needs critical decision, you can do anything. And I thank God for one of the handman of Untouchable who took away the funds from him. We wanted to hire the 10 million to him. What makes you think that even if you give him the 10 million, he's going to make Untouchable get better? What Untouchable needs is very powerful prayers. You can take him to a powerful man of God, and I believe whichever powerful man of God will pray for him free of charge. And it is upon you now to see if after Untouchable is well, what can we give for appreciation? You see, what is happening? And I'm not even I'm not even surprised, because nowadays people put money ahead of a critical situation. Why can't you pray? If you're a true man of God, why can't you just come and pray? After praying, people give even more than that we're asking. Now, people are close to Untouchable at the moment. I can also say they're not doing good to him, because they're complaining. I saw another one handman of Untouchable say that, I told you not. Now, this is not the time to point fingers. This is not the time to show hopelessness. The man is there sitting on a wheelchair, helpless. He can't speak. He can't move himself. He's depending on your strength, and you are there just showing different energies, different negative energies around. Others are running, others are complaining, others are shouting. And that untouchable does not need that. Psychologically, you are interfering with his mind. You are making him think that his situation is hopeless. And this reminds me of my father when he was on sick bed. And I was very mad with some of my relatives who used to come there. Now, my father had friends. My father was a reverend and he had friends. And it happened that when my father was laying on that bed, sick, unable to move himself, unable to talk, some people just come and say, you so and so has died. You know, this pastor, you were, and he just collapsed and died. You see, the friend of your father who was where he died. And even others are talking about stories of death. People who died from the same sickness my dad was suffering from, and they're sitting in the hospital next to him. And that is where people go wrong. People think that when someone is in ICU or when someone is unconscious, the mind is dead. The mind is never dead. Hey? And so most of the time I used to tell the doctors, the nurses, please just tell these people to just move from that place, move from that ward, just go outside. I had even to tell the nurses to just tell other people to go home because they were doing more harm than good. And thanks to them, my dad had to go. I'm not saying that they were the one who caused it, but they contributed. Because whatever a sick person needs, it's just hope. Sometimes they've given up on themselves. They need your hope. They need to see you speak positively. They need to see you speak encouraging words into their ears. Because the fact that they're not talking does not mean that their brains or their thinking capacity is dead. And others, they could just go, because it was a private hospital, others could just go in the washroom and just go for a long call, and the whole place will just smell like. And this person on bed, the only thing he was struggling for was for the good breath, good air around him. You come, you congest the hospital, you are speaking negatively. The story about this just like people, how someone has died there, how the friend of my dad have died. You don't do that to someone who's sick. Like right now, Untouchable is there sitting, unable to move himself, and what I'm seeing is just chaos. People shouting around all over. It's only maybe Flower Boy who is a bit sane. I know he wanted to give the 10 million, which is insane, but that is just it is because he's just, he think, because you can see he thought it is better for me to do something that than Untouchable, maybe to pass on, and it will look like I never did anything. But I also thank the man who took away his phone, because I doubt even if that pastor is a man of God, because true men of God don't do that. Just come pray. If Jesus was there, always imagine if Jesus was on the ground and there are sick people, is he going to tell them that you are supposed to give your tithes first? You are supposed to give your seeds first before I pray for you? No. In the Bible, even in the days of the apostles, in the Acts of Apostles, we saw them pray for people free of charge. They never asked for anything. I'm not saying that giving is not good. It's good to give, but first do the work, because these gifts you are given for free. The Bible says, freely you are given, freely give. What Untouchable need is powerful prayers. They can look for a true pastor, a true man of God, which it is very hard to find a true man of God, because many of those ones we are having are fake. They want something. Because they know Untouchable is rich, a Flower Boy is rich, maybe they're coming from a rich family. Now they are seeing the opportunity to harvest, which is very wrong. Please pray for Untouchable. He needs your prayers. I love his content. I love his personality. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Please continue subscribing if you have not. God bless.